It's insane sometimes how devs may not listen, but the world itself does. Dear Diamonds and fellow Diamonds and Rough, I've just been sitting there eating lunch, and out of nowhere, I am hearing people going crazy on the internet over the fact that Ananta, it turns out, isn't necessarily a gacha game. There's monetization through you can buy a bunch of custom items and I think weapons and gears probably. God knows how the impact of those is going to be for the overall performance of the game. But if it's all cosmetics, which is actually what we can see here, Ananta is no longer a gacha games. All characters will be earnable in-game monetization for some cosmetics. With this and Do It Not a Base, we're eating good. Okay,
Let's address the facts.
if, I do mean if, this is now going to be the new standard for anime based games, as in, anime culture type games, which is what these games are. I believe this is the beginning of the end for the gacha monetization system. I do believe so. I think people are starting to get tired of it, at least when it comes to the ones we're used to, like the 50/50, the pity, all that dumbassery. Like, I think we're all pretty burnt out and tired. You gotta realize that it's been like what, 5 years since Genshin Impact has come out. Not much has changed when it comes to the overall formula. When it comes to the Genshin or ex-Genshin players, right? Those players are just tired. We're tired, boss. And the fact is, I do feel like we are now in a world where people are more and more less gullible than they used to. A lot of people have grown up and have outgrown uh, where they lack, right? People have matured, and new generations are more aware than ever before. I mean, just look at the state of the world. And I don't want to get all political, but I mean, it's all staring you in the face, right? We live now in a world where it forces you to mature somewhat quicker than you would have had to a few years ago. So I feel like that may be why. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it. I may be going a little too crazy, like the guy on the board going insane, right? That might be me right now, but I don't necessarily think so. I think that there has to be some correlation between this and that. And the fact is, we're kind of reverting back to what games used to be, right? This is I gotta understand. All they're doing is they're not sullying themselves, they're not lowering themselves too well to the gacha monetization system. But the fact is, monetization as a concept was actually not present for when video games inception happened, right? Video games originally was you buy game, you enjoy game, the end. That's it. That was literally the transaction. But now they realize that gamers can be squeezed out for more as soon as they enjoy that one title, right? So they introduced microtransaction to maximize profit off your passion towards that particular game. Now, thankfully, this is starting to obviously change, and I'm all for it. At least the world is healing. We're not healed fully because we gotta realize that as long as a certain monetization system works, as long as it makes money, it doesn't have to make sense. As long as it makes dollars, right? So I like what Tectone said in the tweet, where he said the gacha players are going to realize that the problem with gacha games is actually gacha. Well, there's more to it, but yeah, of course, gacha in itself is a problem within gacha games. Absolutely. So I feel like gacha games will remain. I don't think this is the end for gacha games. I feel like some players need the gacha aspect to feel special. They have that desire to feel special. Ultimately, gacha games are for the desperate. Like, they need that hit of dopamine. They need that sense of validation through something. And gacha games do a good job at providing that particular feeling when it comes to its player base. So what I'm trying to say, okay, I don't want to be insulting here, but what I'm trying to say is gacha games is going to be for losers very soon. Because one thing gacha games had, it was good style anime games, right? You typically would not see in just classic AAA titles. Do It Not a Best change that. And Ananta, especially something as huge as Ananta now, man. This is a huge shift in anime-based games. And the fact of the matter is, they didn't have to resort to gacha. Now, there's a few questions we gotta ask. Is the game's gonna be free? Can we just play it as a free-to-play? And the rest of the stuff is customizable? I doubt that. I kind of doubt that. I think they may be cheap. This cannot be a $60 game. Clearly not. I refuse to believe. It looks good, but not $60 good. I think it could be like a $40 to $30. That would be a somewhat of a fair price. Maybe in the future they can tweak that around for easier access for folk, because they do want to purchase the microtransactions, right? That could be a way to get money. But if it is, as I assume, a free-to-play game, and all they want is for you to buy customization and cosmetics, right? If all they want is for you to buy cosmetics, so they're going the League of Legends route. I mean, League of Legends is by far the most profitable game in the world, but it is a satisfying gameplay loop, and it took the world by storm. So unless they manage to do the same thing, they might fuck around and find out. I don't know. I don't want to be a doom poster here, but I'm just trying to be as realistic as possible and keeping a good head on our shoulders. So how things are going to go from here is interesting, but one thing is for sure. A lot of players are about to embark and move away from gacha, and now it's gonna be not the gacha community, but rather the anime games community is what it's becoming. Because I'll be real, what drew everybody to Genshin was, well, for one, it was a free to game to play, and most importantly, it's an anime game. If you like anime, you're gonna see some stuff there that you recognize and that you can enjoy. Well, there's gonna be a division now where we're gonna have a bunch of anime players, and I hate to say it, but for the people that still need that dopamine hit and that validation, those are the ones that are typically gonna stick the hardest to gacha. Gacha can still be enjoyable, of course, from time to time. I think I'll still play my Wuthering Waves. I think I'm good there, right? We're eating good there, but I will slowly but surely start to move away from it. And I think a lot of people will, because when you look at how Ananta has cooked their game, and now do it Night Abyss as well, which is kind of like a pseudo Wuthering Waves, right? I mean, you gotta think, like, I don't have to deal with all the predatory dumb stuff that gacha pushes. I can just sit down and just enjoy a video game, right? I know the formula already due to my prior experience with Genshin and Wuwa. Well, I can just play this game now for free and just have a damn good time. Like, all we now have to hope for is that the devs do a good job, right? Like, they just have to deliver exactly to what has been promised. And I think the times have changed. The world is healing, and I'm all for it. Yeah, boys, I think it's time there's a good chance we might have to drop the gacha in a lot of creators' names, man. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. It's crazy how I just made the video in the trailer where I reacted to the trailer. I just said I had a few concerns about how they're going to go about the formula of monetization. Like, are they going to go the Hoyoverse route? Not even a few minutes later, that shit changed directly. Like, they was like, well, we heard you immediately. Here you go. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Anyway, I must be the MC today or something. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.